Alright, what's going on, everybody? So this is the SuperBator that we built from the ground up. It's built out of 3/4 inch MDF, stands roughly 60 inches tall by 30 inches wide by 24 inches deep. We're using the new style heat tape from RBI versus the Flex Watt. So far, just from temp gunning it, seems to be significantly more consistent across the board, top to bottom, side to side, no matter where you shoot it with the temp gun. I'm pretty impressed. So we've got this up and running right now in anticipation of our Burmese Python clutch. A couple of things that we did on this is we're running 3 50-inch strips of heat tape. Again, it's the new style from Reptile Basics Incorporated. I believe it's called THG or TGI or something like that. We're running 4 200mm fans. These are, oh, I can't say brand names. Anyway, these are a silent drive lower CFM with the equivalent fan and without the silent drive or whatever you want to call it technology that these have. You end up with double the airflow, but given the size of the incubator, I don't really think that that's absolutely necessary. So again, 4 200mm fans at roughly 89 CFM each. Something we kind of went overboard on this with is a fan controller that does 5 fans. Obviously we only have 4, but it also incorporates 5 temp probes, so you can not only increase and decrease your fan speed with the controller. So if you want your 2 top ones to push at 100% and your 2 bottom ones to push at a lower percentage, you can absolutely do that. You can see I've got both 3 and 4, which are my bottom fans, set at 40%, and my 2 top ones at 100%. Heat rises. It's not rocket science. So far everything's working out exactly as I'd hoped it would. Our house stays a lot colder than most people's do, and given that all this has for insulation is 3/4 of an inch of wood, it's running absolutely perfect. We're using a proportional thermostat, and you can see the probe is placed inside of a tub. I've moved the tubs every which way you could possibly imagine with the probe in it, and it holds temperature like to a T, no problem. We got the bottom filled with tons and tons and tons of small water bottles. Some people use big water bottles. My theory on this is your larger water bottles in fewer numbers will hold more heat for longer. Not sure how long anybody plans on having their incubator door open, but basically a reverse heat sink. You don't see heat sinks with big giant blocks of aluminum. They have a bunch of fins. So to get the reverse effect and heat the air back up, you'd want to do the same thing, which is why I went with tons and tons of small bottles spaced out so they can get airflow around them. So I've never hatched a clutch of anything ever before, and I'm simply going off of principles that I believe I understand fairly well. So we'll see how this works versus what some people do. It's been proven you can take a styrofoam cooler and put some heat tape in it with no fan and hatch python eggs. So this is definitely way overkill, but overall I'm very, very pleased with how this turned out. Couple of revisions that we're going to do on this is our light switch is an eyesore right here. It's either going to get turned this way over here or moved to the side. But other than that, overall this build has been very, very successful, and I am nothing but pleased with the end result. So we've also got room for, you can fit 3 of those 6-quart tubs on each shelf. We've got 4 shelves in here right now. There's definitely room for 6, possibly 7, just depending on how tight you want to pack everything in there. Or you could just eliminate shelves altogether and stack tubs, which will also work. Yeah, if anybody's got any constructive criticism, feedback, or otherwise, feel free to post that and let me know what you think. We also put this on casters simply because it is made out of wood, not that super crazy high-tech plastic that some other companies use with less thermal efficiency. I say that and I have a plexiglass door, whatever. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed, and again, any constructive criticism, please feel free to let me know.